We are back and underway with a restart here at Spa for the 6-hour enduro. Hopefully the last of the restarts we will need to see here. The field getting underway. It's Johnson and Harvey getting away from the field at the start. This turns into now a 5.5-hour race as we had to do a couple of restarts due to disconnects following the new disconnect protocol for the RaceKraft Simulations Enduros. It is the Johnson and Harvey combination leading the way. Jewel and Hoy in second, Mangano and Leonard in third, Pets and Oliver in four as they head up the Camel Straight for the restart here. And a couple of lucky dogs out of this one who ended up going a lap down and copying a whole bunch of damage will be able to get underway with a clean nose here and get the rebirth. And this is the gift that gets given to these guys that allows them to get back into this race, and they can get back on the lead lap. We'll see this maybe happen later on in the race. Hopefully not really, because we don't want to see another one of these restart debacles here. But it's Johnson and Harvey leading the way. They all got restarted on their starting fuel. So we're at approximately 15 laps worth of fuel, 15 to 16 laps worth of fuel, starting fuel in these cars. They all get started on fresh tyres as well, so we'll have a little while before we're expecting to see any of these pit stops come into play. Copping damage at this point of the race will be detrimental to your run, as Harvey brings them down Blanchimont on this opening lap of resuming racing. Jump on into the YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Join in on the conversation and have a chat with us as we bring you all the action. As a big tank slapper coming out of La Source here for Harvey. Trying to build up a bit of a buffer over Anthony Jewell. It's a triple stint effort for the Johnson and Harvey team. Young Mace was in the car to start things off. I think he might still be in the car at the moment. Before Clinton Grant will take on over and continue racing out this one. Into the combs at the end of the Camel Straight. Building that buffer. They've built themselves a 4-second gap over Ray Mangano and Trevor Leonard. You can see just coming into frame at the back of the screen there, coming out of the combs at turn 9 as these two go rolling through turn 10 at Bruxelles. Some close battles going on through the field here. This is a good battle here between Skinner and Gray. Oh, we're on the battle we're following Newton and Cedar at the moment. And we're following Skinner and Gray in this entry. They're fighting it out with Dallin and Modric at the moment. 0.8 of a second between them. Then right behind as well, Galen Farrell behind them. Newton and Sita and Lachlan and Johansson all lining up here. The Ungs as well further behind in the Porsche still. Putting some pressure on the back of Lachlan and Johansson now as they come through the chicanes. Down out of turn 15. I love the sound of this Porsche in game. Oh, there's someone off the road there. That is... who was that actually? Off the road there in the BMW. They are losing a ton of ground. And Newton and Sita getting caught up there off the road at turn 16. That's hurt them again. They're down to 14th place now and having to fight their way back through the field. This time it's with Jonah Sita at the wheel. Oh, that's why that happened. Jonah's driving. So Jonah having to force his way back through the field now. He's got a big gang of the cars to fight through. Look at this. Down the main straight and into La Source. A whole bunch of cars lining up as the Ungs going down a spot to Lachlan and Johansson here in the DSR liveried BMW as they come out of La Source and run toward down the Kemmel Straight. Now the Porsche has the toe. Can the Ungs close the gap on the Kemmel Straight and get the Aero toe hard on the brakes into Lacombe? They didn't get close enough. There's a BMW parked up on the side there. Who was that parked up on the side? Losing a bunch of ground there at Lacombes. So it was either Bell and Hamlet or it was Stoutland and Modridge losing a bunch of ground there. And they're falling down now into the clutches of Jonas Sita, trying to fight his way through as they come out of turn 11 and running down the hill into Pujon. Sita looking to the inside. It's a bit risky under brakes into a high-speed section, but he gets the move done nicely. BMW M8 GTE Cup car racing with a Porsche thrown in the mix. There is one Corvette on the track as well, one of the Davo Sim Racing entries. Whoa, and there was a BMW into the wall, flying off the track. Didn't spot who that was, but they lost a load of ground as well. They'll have to fight their way back. We go back to this battle. Look at this. Just a couple of tenths of a second in it. Again, Julesy is pushing hard now. He wants that race lead. These guys are racing like it's at a half-an-hour sprint race, and really, that's what we had. And Johnson and Harvey won that half-an-hour sprint race before we went to the restart. They're taking the race lead here. Look how wild Julesy is getting on power.